What's going on, everyone? Lauren Gardner coming to you on behalf of Make for COVID, essentially an organization that is bringing people together to help with the medical supply chain here during the pandemic. I'm joined today by Derek Elley with Ponoko. We were going to say Industries Laboratories, but it's kind of like Cher. It's just Ponoko. First of all, I know you're not really in Hawaii, but I'm digging the background. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Thank you. I can't figure out how to get rid of the background, so we're stuck with it. So there we go.
You know what? I'm into it with Omar. He had the green screen. We have your son in the background. He had his son involved. So there's obviously a theme here with these interviews. And that's what I like about these, Derek. Honestly, we want to humanize everyone that's involved with this movement and obviously making a huge impact here in the state of Colorado and assisting our healthcare workers with helping so many that have fallen ill due to COVID-19. Now, I just want to talk about your involvement. First of all, I've been to your website. I think what you guys are capable of doing is incredible, but the way you guys have been able to transition so quickly from making any sort of invention or patent to actually making, medical supplies. So just give us some sense of what you guys have going on.
Yeah, sure. So we're sitting around busy, and I guess essentially, we managed through the change in China first, because we're spread around the world, and that was kind of like, oh yeah, that's not so great. And then it hit San Fran. It's like, oh, this is really quite bad. And then a week later, New Zealand, where I'm from originally, and so we kind of managed through 3 waves of it, and it's been tough, I have to be honest.
Wow.
But what we noticed is, tough on the team, just the emotional roller coaster of what's going on and the realities of it. So, but what we noticed is that while, of course, we're preparing for the worst and a dry up of business, is suddenly face shields started to be ordered from us. And so it was driven by our customers in the very first instance. So at that stage, I started looking around for who was in need of these things. And that's when I came across Jeff at Make for COVID.
Wow. And just to give people a better idea of what you guys actually do, I mean, you can essentially make anything through digital designs. Is that correct? Through laser cutting?
Yeah, that's right. So, we used to have a saying that we could make almost anything, from guns to dildos. So that's somewhat tightened up, and over the time that we've been around, so we've been going for about 12 years now. And our core audience are engineers, Silicon Valley engineers, and they're making electronics products. We provide the parts for those.
Wow.
So that's our core, and but in our DNA is the ability to make anything, and that's the beauty of digital design and digital fabrication. It's actually reasonably quick to make a change. The big change for us, though, is that we typically make parts and ship parts. We do have a drop ship service where we do assembly, but in this case, it's kind of a little bit more than assembly. We've got to put the face mask together, or the shield together at least. So that's been new for us. A bit of a challenge, but no, we've been able to manage that okay, because it's a pretty simple product.
But I mean, obviously, you guys have been able to pivot kind of on a dime here and answer the call of the need for medical supplies. And it sounds like the supply chain really has to come from the great people here in the state of Colorado. And you guys have stepped up in a major way with your digital factory. How many face masks have you guys been able to produce to date?
Yeah, so it's over 20,000 so far.
Wow.
And so it's ongoing. So we'll see what happens next. We don't know, do we, whether this is going to continue for another few weeks or few months. Certainly, it looks like all the news is starting to turn that we've started to reach a peak in many places across the world. Certainly in New Zealand. And in the US, it seems like it's that as well, which is great news. Of course, and that means some of us can start to get some sleep.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, the lack of sleep that you've been getting because you've been really just busy trying to make sure that our healthcare workers do have the necessary supplies in order to take care of people who have fallen ill with COVID. From a financial standpoint, how can people help out? How are these masks being paid for at this point in time?
Yeah, so at this stage, what we've done is launched a program giving $1 million worth of credits to use our service. And so that is being taken up by makers and engineers and social enterprise like Make for COVID is kind of what I term them, and charities. And so they're coming to us and buying them from us. So what we've done is we've taken a social enterprise approach to this. What that means is well below our normal profit, and through that credit program particularly. And so yeah, it's all paid for. And so in the case for Make for COVID, I don't know, we've donated around $17,000 worth of our service to them. Wow. Inside of what we've been doing. And I think the last shipment has an extra 600 shields in it or something or other. So, so we're doing all we can to make ourselves feel okay about still charging money for these things. Of course, we want to give them away, but we can't afford to do that. So we have to cover the cost. And so we're doing all we can to make it all flow, make it easy.
You have to keep the lights on, obviously, but it sounds like you guys are donating a lot of energy and resources to this cause, and we all are benefiting from it immensely. What's the light at the end of the tunnel, though? And if people are interested in using your services, where can they find you?
Yeah, so ponoko.com, ponoko.com. So that's
catchy.
where people can come and check us out. And if they want to make face shields, we're here. We have all the, our supply chain is locked down. We have the ability to make another couple of million every month. We spent a lot of time on getting that solid, and it's been tough, I have to say, but it's there. So we're ready for whatever anyone throws at us, really.
Well, we're extremely grateful for your involvement with Make for COVID and everything you're doing for not only the people of Colorado and the healthcare workers, but, obviously people around the globe. And hopefully you can get some sleep and stay healthy and safe, Derek. And when all the dust settles, you can end up back in Hawaii where that photo is taken. It looks pretty perfect there with the little guy too.
Yeah, that was cool.
Awesome, Derek. Thank you. We appreciate your time.
All right. Thank you.